And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Pass to Sarr. Takes one from 10 feet. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
You know, Sarr established himself in the paint and took advantage of what they gave him.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Sarr for three. Holiday grabs the miss. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. He is aware of the amount of disruption that Marcus Smart can bring to an offense. He said you can't attack him in pick and rolls and go at him in ISO, so we'll have to keep his assignment moving and run him ragged when he's on defense. Sounds like it'll be a busy day for Smart. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Middleton. Following the bucket by Boston. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Sarr. Defended by Porzingis. Sarr misses.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Outside Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to Brown. George against White. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Sarr. He's guarded by White. Here's Sarr. And the call over the back.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
Outside Holiday. Tatum a screen on Smart. Holiday against Smart. And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Of course, even as he gets up there in age, Jrue Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Jrue Holiday is elite, period.
Now, if you give Holiday a crease, that'll happen. I mean, he just blew the doors off the defense.
Coulibaly with it. Picked up by Tatum. Kicks it to George. From deep. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. Count it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Dives for it, and out of bounds. Boston will have it, and Washington making a change here. Holmes is checked in.
Number 22,
1:02 left in the first quarter. On the wing, Holiday, defended by Smart, and Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Tatum, still without a bucket. Six on the shot clock. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Floats one up. The shot by Holiday, no good. Washington trailing. George with it, now guarded by Brown. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Washington.
Both free throws good from Holmes.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Kick out to Brown. Outside Tatum. Holiday from long range. It's rebounded by Washington. Here's Smart. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, if there's any player in the league who relishes contact, it's Marcus Smart. You want to play physical? Oh, yeah, I like that.
A nice shot by Tatum.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Smart for three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Well, a good close contest so far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. Marcus Smart out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Sarr, then there's George, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Coulibaly.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Celtics trail by 3. The kick to Tatum. The ball's knocked loose. Now the Wizards in transition. George with it. Now guarded by Brown. Middleton, right side. Pass to Sarr. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
So much skill there for Sarr, and he can get elusive, which helped him draw the foul.
And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
BA, I absolutely love this, and more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
4 on the clock. And it's Tatum missing. Washington leading by 4. Coulibaly on the wing. He's guarded by White. Middleton outside. Smart, a screen on Brown. Here's Middleton. And again, Washington, no good. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Pulls it from the top of the key. Porzingis grabs the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
And Washington making a change here. Holmes is checked in. Tatum! Money from deep!
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Here's Smart. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Well, the defense allowed that. He had a clear path to the cup.
2 minutes.
Here's White. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there.
At the line.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. For Washington, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Smart with a bucket.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
So it's Boston now, following the score by Washington. Tatum passes to White. Holiday with the ball. Some solid defense from Koulibaly. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Holmes. Smart outside. And Smart nails the triple.
Well, I love that Marcus Smart sprinted into that shot opportunity. You've got to be prepared on the catch, and Marcus was ready.
And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Washington leading by 4. Kicks it out to Middleton. Smart outside. Pass to Holmes. Brown against Middleton. And here's Smart. Brown with the steal. Left side, Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Smart. It's Holiday with a drive. They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Clock at 6. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Second chance shot. And Porzingis with a layup. Porzingis has got his first 2 points.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect, go to the offensive board, and cash in.
And there's Holmes on the assist from Smart. And the Wizards lead by 4.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Wizards. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Man, we've seen Drew Holiday really having a great game.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Al Horford. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Shireman in at the 2. That's the Boston 5.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Kispert, the pass to Champagny. To the wing on the left. From deep, Sarr hits the trifecta. Sarr's got 6.
If that jumper can become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Cornette's checked in for Horford. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Washington.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Hauser. To the wing, right side. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Cornette with the bucket.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the Wizards. 2-point game. Driving to the basket. Poole gets it in close.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
The Celtics shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. So many ups and downs in his career, Doris. You forget how young Jordan Poole is.
Well, think about opposite ends of the spectrum early on in his career. He goes down to the G League and then won a title all in a span of under 24 months. To me, he's still figuring out what works best for him, but the skill is undeniable.
away. Now the Celtics on the move. Pass to Cornette. Out to Craig. Let's go with a three. He can't hit that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Offensive board. Champagny, the pass to Kispert. Pure from three-point range. And now it's a 7-point Wizard lead.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Pass to Cornette. Craig with it. Here's Cornette. And the bucket is good. Cornette's got 5 points now in the quarter. Washington leading by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Shireman. And a miss there on the triple. Washington has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Holmes, good. Holmes has got 6.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Boston's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Craig. They set the screen. The rebound by the Wizards.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Kispert's shot is good.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Poole. Outside Craig. 1:24 left to play in the third. Connects from downtown.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Poole. And it's good. 2 points. He has 6.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Down low. Shot is up. Cornette. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got 4 rebounds now. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Craig. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Carrington. Yet to see a basket. Shot clock at 3. Champagny, that's good. And the Wizards lead by 11.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Pritchard. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Washington. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. George out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Sarr in at center, filling out the middle.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
Here's Sarr. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
Here's Tatum. It's blocked. Outside Coulibaly. Got it. Good job in the low post.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Now here's Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Smart. Holiday passes to Porzingis. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 3 assists now in this one. Smart looking around. Koulibaly on the wing. There's a screen. Pass to Middleton. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by White. Celtics trail by 10. Tatum inside. George defending. White can't hit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Sarr. Defended by Porzingis. Shot's good by Sarr.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Tatum with it. They kick it out to Porzingis. Again, the miss by Boston. And so Smart will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Sarr. And that one hits the back iron.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Tatum finds Holiday. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's White. Koulibaly defending. There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by the Wizards.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
To the paint. Off the lob. Jason Tatum.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Here's Porzingis. And he can't get that one. Washington leading by 12. Middleton outside. That 3's off the mark. For the Celtics, this one not looking good. Brown inside. Middleton covering. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by George. Washington has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Sarr. And he can't bank that one in.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. Brown against George. Oh, look out! JB throwing it down.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Wizards.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Alex Sarr.
Well, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Smart for 3, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
3.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ooh, Poked away. Here's Sarr. So it's Washington picking up the win. It ends up being a Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris.
Lineup for the
weakest. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down in the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. And Russell gets it to go.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Russell with the three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Russell against Tatum. Claxton with the steal. Outside Williams. Claxton no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Now here is Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Here's Tatum after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. 2 points. That one goes. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Claxton sets the screen for Russell. Oh, Claxton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Holiday. And it's Russell with the rebound. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Johnson sets the screen for Russell. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Russell. Taken away by Holiday. Here's White. And White with the stuff.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
2 minutes remaining.
It's trailed by 4.
2 minutes.
Thomas surveying the D. Claxton a screen on White. The 3 from Thomas. Porzingis with the rebound. Outside for Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Another shot. Johnson outside. 3 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. White goes in. Thomas with the block. And they recover it. It's Brown on the wing. Outside, White. A three-pointer off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Inside, here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Good work there as it goes.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
52 seconds left to play in the first. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now here's Tatum. He has 5.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
For 3. And D'Angelo Russell, good for 3. Russell's got 10.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
How about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Now, here is Russell. 10 points for him. Deflects the pass. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Outside, White. The kick out to Holiday. Back to White. Jacks up a three. The shot that time, not on target. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Awesome. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boston ball.
Celtics leading by 3. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. And here's Russell following Jaylen Brown's 3. They grab their own miss. Johnson right side. Taken away by Holiday. And here's the break. White finds Brown. And the Celtics another 3.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin. And you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man. And I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Outside Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Back to Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. Brown inside. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Brown missing. Johnson wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Holiday, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell. Richard, so many things about Jrue Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Thomas. Scoreless thus far.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
White, wide open. He fires. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Johnson lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
White, good. And the Celtics lead by 7.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Pass to Tatum. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Johnson with some nice D. Russell passes to Williams. Russell against Holiday. With the teardrop, Russell no luck. Boston leading by 7. Brown kicks to Tatum. Back to Brown. Out to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Outside Porzingis. Holiday looking for an opening. From outside, off the mark. Nets trail by 7. Outside Thomas. Williams, a screen on White. Pass to Russell. Stolen by Tatum. And White kicks to Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
Jason Tatum.
And so Tatum nails them both. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the Nets miss again. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. On the wing, Williams. Porzingis with the block. That shot is off. And so it's Boston in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Sharp out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Martin. Then it's Johnson, and it's Wilson in at the 3, the small forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and that one goes out of bounds. As touched by Sharp.
What is going on right now?
Celtics leading by 9. Here's Hauser. The rebound by Sharp.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
It's tipped. Now Horford. Pass to Craig. Rebounded by the Nets. Wilson inside, working on Horford, and stolen by Horford. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Johnson. Hauser the pass to Craig. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hauser over Johnson. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely.
Timeout.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be unacceptable.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics. Number 40.
So it's Boston now.
Cornett.
Here's Hauser. Nothing on the board. A wide open look here for Craig. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Kicks it out to Wilson. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Wilson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here's Craig. Takes it inside. Just 4 to shoot. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Craig's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
2 minutes.
Celtics leading by 8.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Johnson. Pritchard passes to Cornette. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got his first bucket of the night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Tipped away. Stolen by Wilson. And now here comes Wilson leading the break. And that one good. And now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Pritchard passes to Craig. Here's Pritchard. Boston again missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Here's Shireman. An easy 2 points on the layup. Shireman's got his first 2 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside Martin. Sharp sets the pick for Martin. Misses the 3. And stolen by Sharp. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Boston ball.
Boston leading by 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Here's Pritchard. Still without a basket. Shireman, good. 5 seconds left in the third. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. The pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Off the inbound pass, Tatum gets it to go inside.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Russell, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Holiday. And you look at the career of D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he's played for several teams, including the Lakers twice.
Teams keep trading for D'Lo for his offense. He can be electric. There is a reason why he's been named an all-star in his career.
Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Johnson. Tatum finds Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. And the rejection by Claxton. White against Thomas. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Claxton.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count. Just rubbing it in their faces with that one.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Russell dishes to Johnson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got assist number 5 here tonight.
With his shooting ability, Johnson is a great screener in the two-man game.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Claxton with the steal. Johnson outside. Williams has a screen for Johnson. Floats it up for Williams. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
Holiday with it. Picked up by Claxton. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Brown against Williams. Brown the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Tatum. Brown with a screen on Williams. The flush by Tatum.
When you got a guy that's too big for a guard, he's too quick for a forward. What do you have there? You have Jason Tatum. He is an absolute matchup nightmare.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Boston.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Holiday with it. Picked up by Claxton. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets trail by 10. Russell looking it over. Good on the triple.
Attention to detail is what's helped Russell improve his scoring ability every year.
Brown the pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. Tatum, and he finishes nicely on the way. Tatum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Claxton a screen on Howard. Russell from deep three-point territory. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Outside, Porzingis. Off target from outside. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Claxton. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Out to White. This ball movement by Boston. Johnson against Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. 4 on the clock. And he banks in the layup. And it's an 11-point Boston lead.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Back to Russell. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Brown. And they pick up 2. Brown's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
Boston ball.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. So thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
they both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the 3. Now here's Thomas. Drops in the 3.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Smart against Russell. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Washington shooting their first free throw of the night. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt this is what happens to an aging player. And for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body. Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now, I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Smart. Shot clock at 6. Russell with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Blocked!
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Inside. And stolen by Claxton. Russell to pass to Williams. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one falls for Smart. Here's Russell. Claxton a screen on Smart, and it's Russell on the drive. Knocks it loose. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Now here's Johnson. The D's right on him. 5 on the clock. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. They grab their own miss. Pass to Sarr. Now Middleton. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Yep, count it.
If that jumper can become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
And a deep 3 from Russell. Rebound by the Wizards. Middleton with it. Guarded now by Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
1:58 left to play in the first. Pass to Sarr. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Picked it out of midair. And here's George. To the inside. Coulibaly up top. Williams defending. And he lobs it up top. And the jam by George.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just one time.
BA, do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span. So hard to envision that happening anytime soon. We got a long way to go.
Here's Coulibaly. The Nets making their last shot. Middleton with a screen on Thomas. Kicks it out to Middleton. 51 seconds left in the first quarter here. Claxton with the block. Johnson on the wing. George defending.
Wizards foul. George. First personal foul. First team foul.
41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson for three. Rebound by Middleton.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
A great job to establish position and square up.
30 seconds left to play in the first. Russell deciding where to go with it. Deflected. To the middle. Here's Coulibaly. Williams grabs the board. Russell against Smart. Claxton a screen on Smart. And there's the lob. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Gets it off. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
They've got Chris Middleton, George out there with Sarr. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Smart in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Now here's Smart. Claxton with the block. Williams from long range. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists tonight. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break adds to your total in a hurry.
The shot by Russell, no good. The Wizards trail by 4. Here's Smart, drives to the hoop. Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Williams. Great D that time from Middleton.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
I like watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
Smart against Russell. Launches a 3. Rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here he goes. Sarr. And it's all tied up. Sarr's got his second basket. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. It's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. The offensive rebound. And here's Claxton. He's scoreless. 6 to shoot. From deep, Johnson. Sarr pulls it in. And Washington with possession. They've scored 10 straight. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. George finds Middleton. Williams grabs the board. Nets trail by 3. Claxton with it. Middleton covering. Claxton attacking, banked it in off the glass.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Smart against Russell. And Smart goes up strong at the rim. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Middleton from the outside. Brooklyn pulls it in. To the paint. Here's Claxton. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Middleton. Smart on the drive. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
The speed of Smart's drive is really something. I mean, he is cooking them right now.
The 3 from Russell. Second chance effort. Claxton. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Here's Smart. 12 points for him. We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. Middleton with a screen on Russell. Smart for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Williams off the drive. That evens the score. Williams has got 7. Now Smart. Two on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Russell. And this is his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. And that one falls for Smart. Brooklyn making some changes. And so Smart nails them both. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. You look at Marcus Smart. Man, has he been playing well.
I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
1 second left. And that's not going to go. Marcus Smart has been leading the charge for Washington. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Marcus Smart. Man, has he been playing well.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, they've got Trendon Watford, also Sharp out there, and it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. Putting on the Jets, Jordan Poole. Back to Kispert. Rebounded by the Nets.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Martin. Just 5 on the clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good.
Martin, 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Poole with the ball for the Wizards. They trail by 3. Shoots over Johnson. Poole's shot is off. The Nets shooting about 43% on this one. Well, whenever Jordan Poole is out there, Fred, you expect some highlight reel moments.
Well, there's no doubt that Jordan Poole's the kind of player that's going to take some chances. Sometimes it doesn't go so well, but when the times pay off, B.A., it is spectacular.
And it's Washington with the ball. The Nets making their last shot. Fast break, Brooklyn.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Here's Johnson. And the layup falls. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And when you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
And the shot's good. Johnson's got his third basket on the night right there.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Pass to Champagny. Stolen by Sharp. Going inside, and he jams it home with authority.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, 24 hours you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you never understand. EA?
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Johnson. He has 7. 4-3. He's off on that one. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Inside, here's Kispert, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Poole. Now here's Watford. Still no points. Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. First one falls for him.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Brendan Watford.
Both good from the line that time. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Carrington. Outside for Brogdon. Pass to Champagny. 5 to shoot. And Watford pulls it down. Nets leading by 5. Outside Johnson. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Counted. The Wizards have gone 4 of 8 in the third. There's a screen. Kispert outside. Pass to Carrington. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Martin. Johnson with a bucket. And it's a 9-point Nets lead. Washington has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Brogdon. Oh! Brogdon rising up for the flush.
How about Brogdon showing a little bit of the bunnies there?
The Nets have gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. From deep, Johnson. Washington with a rebound.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Pass to Champagny. And he banks in the layup. And it's now only a 5-point Nets lead.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets leading by 5. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Sarr out there with George. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now here's Johnson. Williams with it. Guarded now by George. Outside, Williams. Down low. Outside Coulibaly. Middleton, no good.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Smart against Russell. From downtown, Washington with a rebound. Middleton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. On the drive, Smart finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Yeah, when he's on, he is on. And Smart showing us his whole game in this one.
From deep, Johnson sends it home from three-point land. Johnson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Russell against Smart. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Claxton. Williams into the lane. Outside for Russell. There's the screen by Johnson. Russell to pass to Johnson. And it's good for 2. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
When you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
Stolen by Russell. And they're pushing it up. And then Russell with the dunk.
They began the play with active defense, and they finished the play with active offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around. He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Johnson against George. Outside Johnson. Smart against Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thomas passes to Johnson. He drops it from range.
Johnson brings such a different element with that quick trigger. Not all guys have that.
Middleton with it.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
The 3 is up. That one no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Smart. After the basket by Brooklyn. Sarr throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Nick Claxton. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
Russell against Smart. Here's Johnson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
The Wizards trail by 16.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Nets.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Nicholas Claxton.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Now here's Russell. Screen by Claxton. Russell finds Claxton. It's rebounded by Washington. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he lobs it up. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Russell from outside. There's a screen by Johnson. Tries again. The shot by Russell, no good. George scanning the floor. So we see the Nets taking the W here. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside.
Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at center. And for the Wizards, George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Sarr. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Smart in at the point. And the dunk by Tatum.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And here we go. And the dunk by Tatum.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Now here's Smart. Smart with this screen on White. Back to Smart. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Boston. Now here is Holiday. Back to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Porzingis passes to Holiday. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Tatum gets the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Smart. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Middleton, a screen on White. Koulibaly finds George. Clock at 4. And that time, also a missed shot. The Celtics have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Here's Holiday, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Tatum dishes to Holiday. And it's off from three-point range. Wizards trail by 10. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. It's 3 pointers off the mark.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that possession.
Here's White. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Alex Sarr. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hand.
Holiday against Smart. And Holiday kicks to Brown. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Middleton. 5 points in the game. Driving in. Here's Sarr. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. White the pass to Porzingis. Here's Holiday. Outside, White. Brown, right side. Out to the right wing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 9. And don't... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Middleton. From deep. Rebound Boston. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Holiday finds Tatum. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not getting as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star, very different. On defense, Washington, Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Down low. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Into the lane, Tatum, and Sarr pulls it down.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Middleton, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night here. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Celtics leading by 8. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Shot clock at 3. Outside Holiday. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Pass to Sarr. He takes it in. No good that time. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 8-point game. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Sarr sets the screen for Smart. And slam dunk by Smart.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
The Celtics have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Brown finds Porzingis. Stolen by Middleton. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Left side, George. And a wide open look for Shaw. That 3 off the mark. Celtics leading by 6. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Now Brown. Screen by Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. Offline with his 3. For Washington, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Boston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
On the wing, Koulibaly. White covering. It's stolen by White. And here's Tatum for 3. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Koulibaly's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Right wing. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Tatum kicks to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
They've got Kispert. Jordan Poole is out there with Holmes. And it's Champagnie in at power forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Hauser the pass to Cornette. Knocks down the 3-ball. Cornette's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Pass to Holmes. Here's Carrington. And he lays it straight in.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
Offensive rebound, Cornette, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Poole. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
To the inside. Here's Cornette. They set the screen. Craig. Cornette kicks to Craig. Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. Back to Craig. Pass to Shireman. The tray. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Wizards have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Poole, the pass to Champagnie. Back to Poole. The Wizards working the ball around now. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Poole. Pass to Shireman. Craig sets a screen. Lets the three fly. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Wizards trail by 6.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Carrington. Launches a 3. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Gisbert kicks to Holmes. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Celtics leading by 6.
Wizards foul. Justin
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Hauser, defended by Middleton. A wide open look here for Craig. No good with the triple. Wizards have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Smart with this screen on Brown. And it's Middleton penetrating. Makes it off the glass. And now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
And the urgency on Middleton's drive is terrific. The defense seems powerless to stop it.
Holiday dishes to Tatum. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here he goes. Out to Porzingis from downtown. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Song. Guarded by Porzingis. Pass to Song. And Song throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. Now, I don't mean style points. The third quarter comes to a close. Boston on top. They lead by 8. They'll be back shortly, live from... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court right now for the Celtics. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. Porzingis finds White. Back to Porzingis. Over Sarr. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Celtics lead by 10.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Tatum. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Let's go. Sarr's shot is off.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Porzingis kicks to Brown. Second shot opportunity. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Sarr, the pass to Middleton. Sarr with it. He's against Porzingis. Pass to Sarr. Looking to end the run. Nice D from Porzingis. Celtics leading by 15. Brown outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Porzingis finds Holiday. Pocket 6. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists now in the game. The Wizards shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just, excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
1:46 left in the game. Tatum setting the pick for White. From past the arc. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by the Wizards. It's Sarr, top of the key. Outside for George. Pass to Koulibaly. Six to shoot. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Sarr throws it down.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Tatum with a screen on Middleton. Back to Tatum. Porzingis finds Tatum. And another shot. And Holiday with the lay-in. Good.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
White the pass to Tatum. Outside Holiday. And here is Brown. Back to Holiday. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. Thank you for that, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
night of basketball. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
And Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
They get the rebound. Brown passes to Holiday. Back to Brown from behind the arc. Claxton with a rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Claxton a screen on Tatum. Johnson for 3. Boston with a rebound. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness. Well, in the modern NBA, a big that can shoot with range, so important. Kristaps Porzingis from 3.
Lets the 3 fly. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. White, the pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
To stop the run. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Tatum a screen on Russell. Outside Tatum. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nets have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Outside Johnson. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Now here's Tatum. Brown, a screen on Johnson. There's Tatum with the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez.
We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. And coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Thanks for that, Allie. The shot by Holiday, no good. Nets trail by 7. Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Here's Porzingis. After the basket by Brooklyn. Oh, deflected. On the wing, Holiday. Outside White. Just 4 to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Kept alive. Porzingis with a screen on Russell. They kick it out to Porzingis. On the wing, Holiday. Over Thomas. Claxton with a rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Thomas. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Porzingis. Holiday with the ball. And it's Thomas picking him up. White for 3. On target from range. White's got 5.
Yeah, on the catch and shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
Johnson a screen on Holiday. Russell to pass to Claxton. Now here's Thomas. There's the three. Pure from three-point range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And he comes up with a bucket. Tatum's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior, yes, sir.
Outside Russell, fires for three. No good on the shot. And so it's Boston closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the 5.
Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside White. Back to Tatum. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
White, good.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Johnson. They get it back. Goes back up. Here's Claxton. Goes up with it again. And he takes it up and lays it in.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
It's Holiday with a drive. Basket counts. Holiday's got 5 now.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
The 3 from Russell. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Well, tremendous job on the pull-up jumper, right? D'Angelo Russell taking advantage of what the defense gives him.
Porzingis finds Tatum. Launches it. Second chance shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the night. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Boston leading by 7. Now White. He's got 7. Jacks up a 3. Here's Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Gets stolen by Johnson. Fast break, Brooklyn. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Now here's Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Russell. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Right side, Porzingis. Outside, Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Claxton. Tatum drives in. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
And he recovers it. To the paint. Here's Thomas. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Now here's Tatum. Give him 8. Holiday drives in. Up and over Russell. And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
That one's good for 2. Claxton's got 8 here in this quarter.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Tatum missing. It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by White. Claxton a screen on White. Here's Thomas. Sweet little floater. Thomas has got 7 points.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Celtics. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Trendon Watford is out there with Sharp. Then there's Johnson, and it's Wilson in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Pass to Shireman. Outside Craig. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Nets. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Watford. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Johnson. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Boston now.
Brooklyn foul. De'Ron Sharp. First personal foul. Team second.
Here's Hauser. No points yet. Clock at 6. Pritchard, the pass to Craig. He can't get it to go. Good D by Watford. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Wilson. That one a little long. So it's Boston now. They're scoreless since the first half. Craig against Martin. Here's Hauser. To the middle. Here's Cornette. Pass to Pritchard. Craig on the wing. Here's Hauser. Back to Craig to get back on track. Some solid defense from Martin. The Nets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And they recover it. Sharp passes to Wilson. Back to Sharp for the lead. And the layup is up and in. Sharp's got his first 2 points of the night.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough. And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Hauser passes to Craig. On the take. And Watford pulls it down. The Nets with the lead. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. The 3 from Craig. Connects from downtown. Craig's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Wilson passes to Sharp. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Personal foul. First team foul.
He misses the free throw. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big 3. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Johnson for 3. Rebound Boston. There's a minute 12 left in the third. Craig passes to Pritchard. Out to Craig. 5 on the clock. Here's Hauser. No points so far. Craig, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the shot goes. And the Nets lead by 5.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Pritchard. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Watford. It's stolen. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside, Craig. And it's Martin with the rebound. Nets leading by 5. Johnson with it. Watford with a screen. Shot from the top of the key. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And we've reached the end of the third. Brooklyn out in front. They lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornette out there with Torrey Craig, and it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle, and they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You could see the players love the message. They look fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian. Great
work, Allie. Thanks. The shot off that time. Brown with some nice D. Celtics trail by 5. They kick it out to Porzingis. Outside White. Claxton against Porzingis. Back to White. Over Thomas. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
I think you can count on Derek White to take smart shots. Does so right there.
A good look from Johnson. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And the Nets lead by 5. Holiday taking his time here. And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Tatum. And Tatum fires one home.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Russell the pass to Thomas. He takes it in. And the layup is good off the glass.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Brown with a screen. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Pass to Thomas. The three. Called in by Brown. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. They trail by 3. Here's Holiday. Again, Boston.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Claxton. There's the drive. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Outside Holiday. White against Thomas. White, the pass to Holiday. Tatum, a screen on Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Well, if you give Holiday a crease, that'll happen. I mean, he just blew the doors off the defense.
Floats one. Good work there as it goes. And the Nets lead by 3.
In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
Brown finds Tatum. Kick out to Brown to tie it up. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Brown's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Thomas misses. For Boston, they've gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the 4th. 6 of 7. Johnson against Tatum. Outside Holiday. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Tatum can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Offensive board. Second shot opportunity. And Claxton with the lay-in. Claxton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can tell by how hard he battled for that putback that he still has a lot of energy left for the end of this game.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Porzingis. Brooklyn pulls it in. There's 49 seconds left in the game. Holiday against Russell. Pass to Claxton. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Williams. The shot won't fall. Brown with some nice D.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Johnson. Shoots over Tatum. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And stolen by Claxton. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a performance they had here at home.
The starters for the Wizards. They've got Saul. Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Koulibaly in at the shooting guard. And for Brooklyn, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with Russell. And it's Williams at the small forward spot. Here's Koulibaly. And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? Some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Smart against Russell. Outside, Smart. And no good. Good tee by Williams. And here's Brooklyn. The drive by Russell. Kicks it out to Johnson. The three-pointer, no good. About a minute played so far here in the first. The three from George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Outside, Russell puts up a deep three. Rebound, Washington.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
Now here's Middleton. There's the triple. Here's Song. It's Middleton at the elbow. Smart with this screen on Williams. For three, Middleton buries the long-range jumper.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Russell passes to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? And here's Smart. Pass to Koulibaly. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. It's hauled in by Claxton.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And he just pushes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
That's just too much Alex R there. All at about 7 feet, he is a lot to handle.
And the free throw, no good. Russell passes to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Johnson sets the screen for Claxton. Back to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
With his shooting ability, Johnson is a great screener in the two-man game.
Smart passes to Sarr. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Sarr's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
When it comes to the league's most physical defenders, Richard, look no further than Marcus Smart.
Yeah, he's someone that has no problem sacrificing his body. Whether that's taking charges or diving after loose balls, he is relentless.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the line for him here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Gets behind the D on the break, and the pass is there waiting for him.
Nets trail by 4. Johnson with a screen on Smart. Russell with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Washington. Here's Sarr. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Koulibaly. Outside, Smart. And a miss there on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Russell. He trains the quick shot.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smart. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
10 seconds.
Outside, Smart. Inside. Off with the layup. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. Stay. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Smart passes to Sarr. Koulibaly with it. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
It's the Nets now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Claxton sets the screen for Williams. For Middleton, Williams can't hit. The Wizards with the lead. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm really happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
Good work inside from Smart. It's clear how confident he is close to the rim.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
They're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Now, here's Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Here's the floater. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside, Smart. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Claxton. That's trailed by 3. Stolen by Smart. In transition, here come the Wizards. And he finished it off with the lane. Smart's got 4 points in the quarter.
Terrific job pushing the ball in transition. Marcus Smart coming away with an easy bucket.
Russell passes to Williams. Here's Claxton. Rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, Koulibaly. He has 6. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Johnson.
Good anticipation from Johnson. Saw the shot coming and got a hand on it.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. There's Russell with the 3. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Russell against Smart. Pass to Koulibaly. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Here's Smart following the bucket by the Nets. Sarr sets the screen for Smart. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Thomas's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle, Koulibaly finds George, and stolen by Thomas. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Johnson gets the bucket.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Koulibaly gets it to go. Koulibaly's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Lets a floater go. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. He'll get you back to the action after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So on the floor for Washington, we've got Brogdon. Corey Kispert is out there with Holmes, and it's Carrington in at the 2. Here's Champagnie. He's guarded by Johnson. There's a screen. 4 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Brogdon.
And Brogdon is used to having to overcome tough defense. That is just quality composure there by him.
On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Brogdon. From 13, Johnson can't get it to go.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And Johnson missing again. Brogdon against Wilson. Kispert setting the pick for Brogdon. For the lead. Kispert, no good. The Nets with the lead. 3 on 3. Watford, that's good. Watford's got his first 2 points of the night.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
The rebound by Sharp. Nets leading by 3. Poked away. Here's Watford. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Watford's got his second bucket of the game to go. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To Champagny in the corner. Holmes with it. Here's Carrington. Over to the left wing. Champagny. The Wizards with another miss. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And it's Martin missing. Wizards trail by 5. Pass to Brogdon. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. No good on that one. The Nets shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Wilson. No good on the 3. Wizards have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. The shot's good from Kispert.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
1:53 left to play in the third.
First personal foul. First team foul.
.153 left to play in the third. Screen by Watford. Wilson the pass to Watford.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
And it's Carrington missing. Nets leading by 3. Watford with it. Holmes covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He misses the free throw.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Trended. Watford at the line. 2 times.
Good on the second free throw. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Carrington. Hasn't made one yet. Holmes against Martin. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. Outside Wilson. Now, here's Sharp. He's guarded closely. Outside Wilson. Pulls from the top of the key. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 6 rebounds in the game. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Now, here is Russell. 10 points for him. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Attention to detail is what's helped Russell improve his scoring ability every year.
Here's Carrington. Banked in off the glass. Carrington's got his first basket of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Here's Brogdon. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Lays it up off the glass. Brogdon's got 4 points in the quarter.
No issues on that one. Good work all around. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And here's Russell. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Williams at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. So it's Brooklyn now after the basket by Washington. Up top, Russell, guarded by Smart. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Smart. Outside for George. Pass to Middleton. 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
It's difficult trying to throw Middleton off his rhythm. Remarkable job staying with that shot.
Here's Claxton. Outside Thomas. Johnson outside. Launches it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in. When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
They set the pick. Here's Middleton. That one goes. Counted.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Smart against Russell. It's Thomas on the wing. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. Middleton's got 9 points here in the second half. Russell against Smart. Right side, Russell. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, you want the momentum on your side, and Russell showing you how it's done.
Smart with the ball. Looking to end his cold spell. And that one, good.
He's played in so many big games in his career. Marcus Smart is locked in for that big moment.
Russell passes to Claxton. Thomas with it. A floater. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Washington trailing. Here's Sarr driving the lane, and Sarr throws it down.
Oh, huge basket from the big fella Sarr. This rookie is fearless.
Williams can't get it to go.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, Koulibaly. He's guarded by Thomas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming. The coach's challenge has been issued.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here is Russell. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Kicks it down to Middleton. Fires from deep. And it's Russell with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To shoot. Pulls it from 20. It's off. And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotion.